I have got to talk about this car again. I'm sure you know by now this is Rarlo's newest vehicle, newest release, the rally car XTS S10. That second S standing for Subaru because that is quite obviously what it's based off of. But here's the deal. I'm seeing so much talk in groups, on YouTube, almost everywhere, that anyone who said anything good about this car is a shill or lying for Rarlo, because some people think that it's junk because a few people had problems. Now, hold on a second. I'm going to get to this. There are definitely issues with this car. And it's been very frustrating, the fact that this was sent as a pre-production model. That shouldn't have happened because we can't give an accurate review. It's not even a review, really, because the car that you get will be different from this in some ways, and maybe more than we even realize. That is a big problem, and I hope it never happens again. But with what we've been told, we know that the gyro is supposed to be now adjustable in 5 increments, not like a little dial knob, but where you can set it at certain percentages. But this one's probably set at 75 or 100%, and it's way too high. That's why in my video I put a universal gyro on it so that I can test it more like how it will be if you do get one. Mine didn't have that ESC cutout issue that some people have reported. Quite a few people, it seems, didn't have an issue with the ESC cutting out. I do understand that there is this question of, did people just leave it out of the video? One commenter told me that he saw it happen every 10 seconds. If it does happen that often, it'd be really hard to make a video at all. Especially because, being one of the weak points on this, you have to take the car body off just to turn the ESC on and off. Yeah, look how cool this thing is. I know. This is awesome. It's an early 90s Mitsubishi. And yes, I have another rally car right here that'll be coming out eventually. I haven't even driven it yet. It's another Subaru. This one looks better, but it's cool. And guess what? If it's better than the Rarlo, you're gonna hear about it. Anyway, nobody is saying this about me that I've seen. In fact, I've seen very few names mentioned. Just basically putting a blanket over all YouTube reviewers that we are shills. And that word is being thrown around like people just learned what it means and they think it's the greatest word ever. I don't know. I've heard a few different words though. Throatzilla. I think my favorite one's been throat filler. Whatever. So far, I think I've seen 3, maybe it was 4 people mention that the ESC is cutting out. But I've seen at least that many videos that they haven't mentioned it, and it doesn't seem like it did in the video. It doesn't seem like they're hiding it. If they are, shame on them. Don't do that. It's bad for everybody. Please, don't do that. Don't hide information. Pretend that you're the one that wants to buy this car and you're watching a video. Make the video and what you say about the car like you would want to hear if you were the one that was going to spend your money on it. But because some people had a bad experience with a failure doesn't mean that everyone did. And just saying, and again, I didn't have people say it to me. And I wanted to put in the beginning of the video that there are issues. Some of which we know will be fixed, others we don't know for sure, except for I did get an alert saying that they would investigate and figure out what the problem is before they got shipped out. I hope that's true. I haven't watched all the videos yet, but I haven't seen a single one yet where someone doesn't mention that the gyro is a problem, even though we are told it's supposed to be fixed when they actually get shipped out to buyers. To me, that's the biggest thing because it makes it difficult to drive. But the people who are having ESC cutout issues, that's an even bigger deal. It hasn't happened to mine, so I don't know. I can't say how often that's going to happen. Most of the videos that happened to, it seemed like it only happened a few times. You know what's wild? Arma had ESC. Actually, they probably still do have ESC cutout issues with their 3S models. Also only an 80 amp ESC, which is pretty funny. And I don't think that they've even admitted they have a problem. Rarlo has said that they've received this feedback and they're going to investigate it. Even though they should have found this out early, they should have tested it more, not sent us pre-production models, they have taken the steps to hopefully correct it. Hopefully. We'll find out if it's all talk, but they have said the right things so far. And just like in this case, it wasn't every car. In fact, my Big Rock 3S only did it on 2S. It didn't do it on 3S. Some people had it happen on 3S and pretty consistently. Is there some sort of new technology that's not working very well, or is there just more bad manufacturing things that people are doing? I don't know. We need to get to the bottom of that because we shouldn't have this happen. It is chilly. No one likes a dishonest review. I've been on the wrong end of those before and wasted my money. But it's also gotten to the point where sometimes it's almost worrisome to say good things about a car because you're afraid someone is going to call you a shill when it's a good product. As long as we show what's wrong with the car, also we show the dislikes, the things like this one. It got 36 miles an hour on the stock pinion and 38, and I was able to squeeze 39 in one time with the speed pinion. It probably should go faster than that. And now I've seen one video where it went 42 from Rec RC. So there definitely seems to be some inconsistencies in the power band, the power output of these ESCs. There is probably an issue and it needs to be resolved, hopefully before any one of these gets shipped out. Just like you shouldn't condemn all restaurants because you found a booger in your Big Mac once. That doesn't mean that that's going to happen at Texas Roadhouse. Nobody comes up to us and says, hey, we'll give you $100 if you say this car is good. No, that doesn't happen. I've spent almost 5 years building up my audience. You guys are amazing. I wouldn't be here without you. This is important to me. I love it. And trying to appease a company over 38,000 people? No. That's ridiculous and would be so unfair for that manufacturer to expect that from a reviewer. I have so many projects that I could do. In fact, Arma sent me 2 cars early last year, I think it was. And they've ghosted me ever since. I don't know. I assume they didn't like my reviews or something. There's another company that I did 3 reviews. They sent me 3 cars. This was also probably about 2 years ago. They sent me 3 cars and they weren't good. One of them was better than the others. They asked me not to show the negatives. I told them no, and then they ghosted me. I even had people ask where they can buy replacement parts, and the people wouldn't tell me. I literally had someone say, you're a liar, because I mentioned that MJX doesn't usually have known problems with their axles. And he said, you're a liar because I have this car, the 14304, which goes I can't remember what I got for sure, but it was over 40 miles an hour, 42, 44. He broke an axle in his house on a car that goes over 40 miles an hour. Unless he lives in a castle, there is no way he's driving that car in a regular house and not hitting walls. Could there be a defect? Absolutely there could have been a defect on his car. But he straight up just said, you're a liar. And my response was exactly that. If you're driving a 40 mile an hour car in your house, that's why your axles are breaking. It's not designed for that. But again, I haven't received that feedback on this car yet. But I just keep seeing comments out there that are blanketing all YouTubers and anyone reviewing this car and saying that it's at least okay is straight up lying, and it's just not the case. I have an example here that I want to bring up that I was called out on. This Arma Quake. This thing is so much fun. I barely even know how to explain it because it's a 2-wheel drive truck, and usually those are tough to drive. This is the only 2-wheel drive that I have this size that goes this fast, other than the FMS monster truck that's way over there that I upgraded. But it was tough to control. This is way better at handling. And unfortunately, someone thought I was shilling for Arma on this car that I bought myself. No one sent this to me. I have zero reason to say this is better than it is. My response was, look at all the comments in that video, the Quake video, of people saying that they own one. Regular people, not reviewers, not YouTubers, tons. I mean, a lot. I was so surprised. All the people commenting that agreed and said this is one of their favorite cars. They love this thing. It's the one they pull out over most others. Ironically, one of the other cars that I hear that about the most, the Rarlo Omni Terminator and the F10. People love these cars. This one seems underwhelming compared to the F10. Whether or not it's because it's quieter or not, it just seems less powerful, even though it shouldn't. It's a higher amp ESC. Otherwise, the only other difference is the motor is censored. Maybe that has something to do with it. By the way, I still love you, and you're welcome to come back anytime. I don't... Constructive criticism is fine, but don't go blaming people for something that you don't know is true, because a lot of times it won't be. If you think someone's untrustworthy, stop watching them. Putting all people in whatever position, police, restaurants, politicians, there's not too many good ones of them, but you get what I'm saying. There's always bad apples, but don't put everyone in the same burger bun. Yeah, that was lame. But all of us work really hard on these videos, so seeing some people who definitely don't deserve it getting thrown under the same blanket as some potential bad apples out there is frustrating. There's always going to be cars that you don't like as much as someone else. Just like some people might like boogers in their Big Macs and some people won't. That was terrible. Some people might like McDonald's more than Wendy's and vice versa. And some people don't want fast food ever. No one should eat fast food. It's terrible. But I do sometimes. Some are going to want higher speed. Some are going to want more torque. Somewhere in between. I'm pretty sure this one's quite a bit faster than probably... I think it's even faster than the MJX, which is the fastest so far out of the 10th scales that I've had. This is still my favorite rally car of all. And a lot of that has to do with size. The size of this thing, plus even though I'm not a Volkswagen fan, I think it looks awesome. And it looks great driving around. It controls so well. It's heavy-ish because it's big, so it just pushes through things so easily. I don't think I traction rolled it at all. If so, it was rare. I'm gonna go inside and get warmed up now. I didn't bring my jacket and it's chilly. I'm probably gonna go watch a movie, probably a horror movie, and I cannot wait to see you guys. Seriously, I love you all. You mean the world to me. I love what I do, and I have absolutely no desire to lead you astray. Have a fantastic evening. I gotta put this video together real quick first, but then, yeah, I'm gonna watch a scary movie in the dark.